when it comes to marketing music. Excuse me. Do you think it's better? What's it? Closer. Do you think it's better to okay? Do you think it's better to market word of mouth or to market through social media?
Right. Okay. That's the eternal question. How do how do I market music? I cannot really give a formula for that, like all the answers. But first, from personal experience, I wouldn't really go for social media blindly, which means I wouldn't really start spamming people. You know, a lot of people say, "Hey, why didn't you come to my birthday party?" I asked them, "Hey, I wasn't aware of it. When did you invite me?" He said, "Oh yeah, I invited you on an event on Facebook." And I always say, "Man, I never check out the Facebook notifications for events. Usually it's spam." The same thing for like my page or something like that. So if it's some mass marketing kind of way, you know, and all advertising on social media, usually it's spam. You're begging desperately for attention. And usually that's why you invite 4,000 friends to get 30 people to your concert. So personally, I wouldn't go for that because you piss people off and eventually they don't pay attention at all. What I would go for, however, through social media is by talking to people one-on-one. So social media is a great way to communicate with people that want to hear from you. So I would identify the right people. So if I have a concert in London, I wouldn't invite somebody in North Carolina to come to London. You know, and a lot of people do that. Like, man, you're in San Francisco. I'm 7 hours away by plane. Like, please, I will not come to your party. No. So I want to make sure that I talk to the right people. So this way they also get value from me and they get respect. So word of mouth, I would say, is the best. And then the tool by which you will approach people, it doesn't matter. It can be text, it can be WhatsApp, it can be on Instagram, it can be personal message on Facebook, post. It's just a tool. It doesn't really matter. As long as you genuinely reach people and you know that you want to reach them, right? And I can tell from miles away that somebody has sent me a copy-paste message just by reading it, you know, and I'm pretty sure everybody can do that. We don't like fakes, we don't like phonies, we don't like to feel that we're just another person that got spammed through a copy-paste message. So from my experience, yeah, the tool is just a tool. It's how you approach people and why you approach them. And then I'm pretty sure that will spread the word. Does this answer your question?
It does. Thank you.
All right, cheers.
Okay.
Yes.
I have one more question. So, as an educator, musician, and traveler, how do you adapt within the different cultures in order to better connect with your audience?
Oh, that's a huge question. First of all, where do you travel? Where have you been traveling?
Well, I studied abroad in Barcelona, Spain last summer, and I've been to there, Netherlands, and France, and then, of course, North America, or the U.S.
Right. Have you been in the UK before?
Not yet, but I do want to come.
Right. So I would be able to definitely have an answer for the UK because I've been living here for the last 5 years. I've been also living in Belgium and I've been teaching in Spain. So I can give you some advice on that if you tell me a specific scenario. Otherwise, I think the question is quite broad. Every culture is different and
Right.
people do different things.
Well, I guess based on your experience, because I know Spain and London are two different things, but I know that London and Belgium, I don't know how different they are in culture, but I guess just based on your experience, how are you able to adapt to the Spanish culture and the English culture to better connect with your audience?
Right, so yes, I actually do have experience because I've been organizing Musicpreneur talks in 5 countries except for the UK. So I had one in Ukraine, one in Greece. I'm from Greece, by the way. I had one in Italy, I had one in Spain, one in Portugal. So that makes it 5. Well, I had more in each place, but again, I've been in these countries. What I did in all of them is that, first of all, realize that I cannot be fully adapted to each culture, each country's culture, because I'm not an expert. I haven't lived there, right? I've just been a visitor. As an outsider, everything seems perfect, but you don't know how people respond to invitations. Even different cities within the same country respond differently. For example, in Ukraine, you've probably heard that Ukraine is through a war with Russia. You know, there's a lot of tension there. The west side of Ukraine was actually pretty peaceful, and I went there. While the east side of Ukraine was, people were destroying shops and shoplifting, and there were bombs there. So the same country was totally different, right? So I would say, from my experience with these events, I would say form a team of people that have been locals there.
Okay.
So before I even organized a talk to Ukraine, I met a guy in London, and then we became friends, and he was from Ukraine. And initially he suggested that we bring the talks to Ukraine because they're very valuable in London and they would be very valuable in Ukraine too. The same thing with Athens. I knew people before. Barcelona as well. I have a mailing list of around 3,000 people from all over the world. So I put out a newsletter and I said, hey people, this is my goal. I want to expand my events for 1 or 2 events in different countries around the world and different cities. Where do you live? Would you like to help me organize one? And I'll come to your country and I'm going to run the event. And if it goes well, we're going to keep doing it. Right. So I got responses from 30 different countries, and eventually 5 of them I could actually go to the answer so I can organize it. But again, I would be looking for people because they know better, and I can trust them. So that comes back to Will's question. Meet people, know them, trust that they can help you, and then try to see how you can actually help them back at some point.
Okay, thank you.
It's like traveling. You go to Cambodia and you go there as a tourist. I'm pretty sure they're going to rob you. But if you go to a Cambodian who can show you around, I'm pretty sure you will discover all the amazing things that the locals do. So I would approach it the same way.
Thank you.
I think we've got 5 more minutes. We're hitting the 1 hour mark. Is there any last question? No.
How do you build an international audience? Like, how do you
That's a huge question. I cannot give you a formula again.
Let me condense it for you. All right, so I'm going to be traveling to England this year, but I don't know a soul over there except you. So how can I reach out to somebody in England that is a complete stranger, and how do you start that?
First of all, you know me, London, so please message me, let me know if I can help, or I might know somebody that can help, all right? So depending on your style of music, I might be able to help, so please do that.
Okay.
So online international audience, I personally always go one by one. It's the non-scalable way. I find people one by one, I build trust with them, it takes time, and then once I want to scale, either I grow through them, through word of mouth, or I find the right partners. So specifically for England, if you want to build an audience, I would suggest that you approach Sofar Sounds. So imagine in London, every night, there is 3 living room concerts. People open up their houses, their living rooms, and they get strangers, 90 strangers in. In one corner there is a band and they perform acoustically. And that happens every night. 90 gigs in a month in London, right? So if you want to perform in London, in Liverpool, in Bristol, as a little tour, so you can get a UK audience for your music, I believe the best way to do it is through approaching Sofar Sounds and telling them, hey, it's me, I'm doing this, and I'm going to be in the UK for that time. Could I be a resident? Right? If you performed in Sofar Sounds in the US before, that would be more helpful. But I actually know the founder of Sofar Sounds, and I know people working there. So I might be able to approach them and introduce you to them, and then you take it from there.
What are you saying, Super Sands?
I think it's Sofar Sounds.
Sofar Sounds, okay.
Yeah, that's SOFAR Sounds.
Okay.
that is Songs from a Room sounds.
Oh, okay.
And they're growing huge. So I would look for already established communities. I would try to get an audience through them. So if I go to Barcelona, I would try to see if there is any festivals or any events or any communal like weekly meetups where I could go and perform. So I would try to find already organized places, to help me, to host me, instead of trying to reinvent the wheel and trying to approach venues one by one. But yeah, see who you know in London and then ask for help.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So again, if you can you see the slide on the screen?
Yes.
Perfect. So please add me on Facebook. I'm there all the time, so we can talk. That's the best way to actually ask me a good question. Via email, so we can be more official. And you got a freebie waiting at that link. Please go there, check it out. From Tommy with love for the university. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Is Linda here? Linda who invited me.
Hi, Tommy.
Hello, Linda.
How are you? Thank you so
I'm glad
much.
to see you.
That was amazing. Did everybody enjoy
I
your
hope
time
they-
down
I
there?
have the feedback to get some value.
You add a lot of value, and we are glad to know you. We're coming to see you for sure. Thank you so much. You were amazing.
Thank you.
All right, let's get another. You take care. Thank you so much.
Have a good night.
Take care.
Bye.